Our company is just finishing this beautiful contemporary house with Baldridge Architects. And as you can see, I've got a pool integrated right in the center of this house. On the build show today, we're gonna show you all the details on how we pulled off this gorgeous pool. Our company is just wrapping up the details on this incredible Baldridge Architects designed contemporary house outside of Austin, Texas. And before we go out to the pool, which is the main topic in today's video, I wanted to show you just a couple of details to whet your appetite for this contemporary architecture. Check out this staircase the architects designed. Totally floating. These are 1/2-inch plate steel treads and risers. I've got a stringer that's embedded into the wall, and then the welders built this all the way up to the second floor. The steel guys did an amazing job on this. As we walk outside though, this is really what I think people love about contemporary houses. A nice flush transition between the outside and the inside. Really easy to enjoy that outdoor living space. I gotta brag on my carpenters for a minute. We built this out of marine grade plywood and then wrapped the whole thing in stainless for this outdoor kitchen. The guys did an amazing job. Here's the point of the video though. Check out this contemporary pool. This pool is integrated right into the center of the house, and I've got house all the way around it. How do we do this without getting the house wet, without causing problems in the future? Here's how we do it. So first, let's start with the foundation phase. So the house is U-shaped, and on this side, right up against the pool where you see those windows and doors, that's the master bedroom. The master's got an incredible view of the pool. Then we've got some additional windows over here and an uncovered space open to the sky. And we've got the kitchen and the foyer on that side. And then here we just came out of these family room doors right here. And again, you notice nice and flush all the way through. Now in this center section that's uncovered, this is basically slab on grade. We've got a pretty sloping, severely sloping lot, but there's no living space underneath here. And then where the master is, also slab on grade. However, this family room space, and basically at this line right here where these steel columns are, this is pan deck. I've got concrete and I've got living space below me here. So this underneath us was super imperative for us to waterproof to make sure I don't have water leaking below. Now we used a PolyGuard waterproofing system before we put these pavers on. And in fact, we have a giant step from the outside to the in. You just can't see it anymore because we've got these concrete collaborative pavers. And here's how we're able to do that. So the concrete below me is sloped, 1/4 inch to a foot. We're all pitched to some internal drains which will run through the slab and then out down below us here. We're on a pretty sloping lot. And then I've got about a 4.5 or 5-inch lip from that concrete until we hit the door height, which is the same as the first floor level. Here's how we're making that up. I've used these a couple times. This is a Bison standoff. It's basically a plastic piece that can adjust height. But here's what's really cool about them. They can also adjust pitch or angle. I'm not sure if you can see that on the video, but as I rotate this, I'm able to change the cant or the pitch on these. And that's how we're able to set these pavers. So if you actually knock on this, this is hollow underneath here. I've got an airspace down there. Water can flow right in between there. There's no grout at these pavers. And that water is going to flow down and hit those drains and run to the outside. What that also allows me to do is then set the line for the porch here with these pavers. And this outside, this has been mudded right here. So we mud set these outside pavers and then it's hollow beyond that. But then that allowed us to perfectly set the pool height. Now this coping you see here that's on a angle that's been tiled over, underneath that is a stainless base that was welded all the way around the pool. And we're able to set that just barely below this paver height, which with a real small gap here so that all that water overflowing can run into a gutter. Now the pool has 2 settings. We're on the high setting now where the water is going to overflow. And we haven't adjusted everything totally yet, so we're not totally done. But the idea is that water level is totally flat with these pavers out here. And again, as you look at those doors over there and the doors behind you, everything is incredible. Everything's nice and flat and flush. But we're totally waterproof because that water can run through these pavers and down and out. Very cool system. Guys, don't be afraid of these contemporary houses, but make sure you get the details right. It's all about the waterproofing. Remember, a house like this has no umbrella over it. We don't have overhangs. We don't have things that are going to protect us. So we got to really nail the waterproofing details. Talk to your architect, talk to your engineer, potentially get a waterproofing engineer involved as well so you can make sure you do these details right. But once you pull this off, you can see you've got an incredible house, unlike very few houses that are built with this contemporary style. Links for the architects, for the pavers, all the things we talked about today in the description below. Otherwise, love to have you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. We're posting pictures from the job site at least 2 or 3 times a day on my Instagram account. See you next time on The Build Show.